like I'm trying to lose. So like I haven't really yet, but it just makes things even harder.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit earlier. Your blood pressure is actually higher while you're playing Melee.
Yeah,
like the
I
whole
can believe
time.
it.
So
I can believe that.
So obviously, matchup of the day, Luigi Ice Climbers. We know you're familiar with it. Children was talking about it. He thinks you're pretty good at it.
Yeah, I've played it a bunch. Like, I mean, I used to play Chew like
Regularly.
somewhat regularly.
Yeah.
Same with Nintendo when he was living here. So we got to play it a lot. And like before Nintendo left, like I swear, like every Xanadu, I would just lose to him by the end. Like we used to go kind of close, but then by the end, he was just like beating me consistently. And so it'd be like I'd lose to him and lose to like either Plank or Hat.
Yeah.
And whoever else just happened to be around in the region at the time.
Did you win a Xanadu before?
Yeah, probably not since the new venue.
Not since the new venue.
Like before I had my kid.
Yeah, I remember when you
had
were
some.
around a lot as opposed to kind of intermittently these days.
Right, I had more time there to come out. Like, I mean, the new venue's close, and
that's good.
You know, but Jerry's so good; he wins most of them, and Bobby's so good. I mean, it just, I don't know.
Yeah, so Jerry had won like 5 events in a row or something before this.
Yeah,
and then like Bobby was there, and you end up playing. Cool Lime's the only person you lost to, who I think was the 2nd seed.
No, I think he was 4th.
Or 4th?
Out of all the people that
4th?
ended up.
Oh, yeah, he was 4th. That's right. It was Bobby and somebody else.
Jerry was 1st, Bobby was 2nd, I was 3rd, and
I got it
Cool
mixed
Lime
up a few times. Okay.
I mean, that's how it ended up. I mean, I think there were people that had more points, like Laden Polish, but they weren't able to come.
Yep. In any case, you come out on top, and watching the matchup over and over again today, one thing kind of stood out more than the others. Actually, there were really 2, but the biggest one, Luigi's ability to hover in the air and throw out multiple aerials. We saw you, like, I was explaining it, like, there's the Ice Climbers right here, scary, they can grab you, or they can grab you over here. You were hovering right here and putting down arrows so they couldn't come at you. Is that, like, part of, like, your conscious game plan, or does that just kind of come out sometimes?
I don't think about it too much. I'm actually, like, not very good at, like, thinking about what I'm doing. Like when I'm not playing, so like my advice and stuff when if people ask me about the match, I'm like just do this or that, but I don't know.
It's more your advice is usually going to be like it's a slow paced matchup or like you need to like throw lots of aerials. It's not like really specific. Like I'm going to zone them with these things here and
yeah. I mean a lot of times it's like double aerials, like drifting away is just so hard for Ice Climbers to punish. They both just get pushed away so hard. So throwing out areas works really well. And I do a lot of like triple jab, but it's I don't know how safe
you got
really
grabbed
is.
by it once. Yeah. And then I noticed you spot dodge it the next time, so I don't know if it's like a thing or not.
There was a couple times I think in Grands that like I just knew a grab was coming and I was like, all right, let me just try to dodge this like Neo from the Matrix real quick. The first set I had with Cool Lime, I just got grabbed so many times.
Yeah.
And I tried to not have that happen as much. It still happened a lot.
Yeah, it looks like one of those sets where you kind of like not to take anything away from the other player, but you kind of feel like you lost it almost as much as your opponent won it. You know, like more so than usual. Yeah. And that's hard to bounce back from sometimes, but
it is.
I mean, especially when you're playing the same character like 4 more times by the end of the tournament.
Yeah. Some crazy stuff.
Yep, but you managed to do it. We also noticed your Nair, like you were super aware of any time Nair was able to KO, even Nana. Is that like something that, how'd you get accustomed to that? You know what I mean? Like if you would only use Nair either to split them up a particular way, like you'd forward air one, Nair the other, or you would use the Nair when you were sure it was going to KO. I think your KOing off Nair like percentage was perfect, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that, but I guess it works. I mean, it's if you're in the air and you hit it, it's such a good move to hit them, to send them upwards. And I mean, Ice Climbers I think struggles, getting down really. So if you can land it, even if it doesn't KO, it's probably a good idea.
Send it back up, you split them even more.
Yeah. I try to throw it out. Again, it's like if it connects, even if they're like trying to shield grab you, it can still be hard for them to follow up consistently. But if you can land the Nair, especially if you do like a late Nair, it's like Luigi's only real like positive on shield aerial. So I feel like it should work when I like, I throw it out. I'm like, all right, they should not be able to do anything out of it, and then I'm wrong. But it's like, in theory, it should be
should
pretty
be
safe.
perfect.
But I mean, it is only one frame, so.
All right, so you don't think you're that good at like articulating what you do when you're playing, which means you're a certain type of player, a type of player that's not as common now. I think there's a lot of people who they get good quick off like breaking down the game to like a very precise level.
Yeah.
They like try to find what you do in each spot. So for people who can't excel like that, people who have to learn the different way, a way that you learned, like what types of things did you learn when you were becoming who you ended up being, the Xanadu Summer champion?
I guess, I mean, more recently, I have tried to take more of an approach of like better understanding some of the
Student
more
of the game
mechanics.
stuff.
Yeah, because there was a lot of things I felt like when I played more actively a couple years ago, I kind of just autopiloted it. Like I wanted to play better, but I wasn't very good at like watching my own matches and identifying things I could do differently. I still haven't really watched my matches as much recently because I feel like it's very hard for me to like sit down and actually, watch that. But I try to be more mindful of things that are like that do work. And there's a bunch of like, other like really good Luigis, and a lot of them are making like big strides as far as like implementing, new things. And I try to keep that in mind. Try to like, be an old dog that could still learn some new tricks. The few things I can improve with. I mean, it's hard to improve, especially with, the
limited time and such, right?
Yeah, but also like you got people that are just
ascending quickly.
Yeah, especially with like net play and stuff. They really have the desire, especially now that like it's more esports and stuff. There's more motivation for people to like really grind it out.
Yeah. So
you got to like look at those different things to try to keep up with, the young blood. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a tangent, but yeah.
That's pretty good. So your kid's what, 2 now?
She's gonna be 3 in October.
It's gonna be 3, so starting to become like fully conscious.
Oh yeah, she's definitely fully conscious. She's great. She's a big troll, which is great because I feel like it's just kind of revenge in a sense, cosmic revenge on me
for everything you've done over the years,
for all the jokes and stuff I say here and there, and just general trolling and. Whatever. Yeah,
I'm sure her and her mother are as proud of you as they can be for that type of run if they're watching.
They're probably sleeping.
If not,
whatever.
When you tell them about it, I'm sure they'll be very happy for you. So congratulations. I think that's going to do it for us.